Just as tight, old man. Oh yeah. Goodness, what did you do?
He walked on me, didn't he?
Well, it's on the floor because we got a leaky line. It's coming out. Oh God. Old man don't want to burn down his Edsel. Ain't about 3 of them left. Well, hey y'all, welcome back to RevStoration. Yep, on today's video, we're gonna be playing around with this old Edsel. The old man just informed me it's a 1959 Edsel, and it's just been sitting. Now y'all know we cranked it up, and we probably not safely drove it around a little bit in the last episode, but it was rather sketchy. So today we're gonna try to safely sling a little mud. It's been raining here. And because it's been raining, it's gonna be wet, it's gonna be sloppy, but hey, slinging mud ain't ever a bad idea. That's what a 59 Edsel needs to do. Sling a little mud. If having fun was against the law, we would be guilty as charged. All we are is shady shade tree mechanics from Butts County. Yep, the tail end of the world, just having fun. If you're interested in this kind of journey, come along. I'm David, I go by Rev here on YouTube. My daddy, also known as the Old Man, my wife, Nikki T. All we like to do is have fun and enjoy ourselves. So if you're interested in that journey, if you're interested in not learning how to do it, but just seeing the craziness of how we do it, come along for the journey here on RevStoration. All right, y'all, here it is. Most of you probably already saw. We drove this one around a little bit in one of the episode 3 or 4 episodes ago. But yeah, you saw this big, huge, must be like a forklift or something, would just run down the side and tore the metal out of this car. But we want to get brakes on it today, right? Here's the old man, y'all. We want to get brakes on it, we hope. Now, everything is wet here in Georgia. I mean, it has just been raining poodles and noodles, and every time we turn around, it's raining again. At least it ain't snowing like it is in some places right now, and we're still able to get out here and do some work. But the old man is excited. He likes this rig. Nobody else did. But we like it too, so we want to try to see if we can get it to run and stop. We want to at least be able to move it around the yard until we're really able to drop some money on it. So today is a maintenance video. We're going to get this thing where it'll run and stop the way we pray that it'll run and stop the way it's supposed to. So all the old man bought, all he purchased for the brakes is what?
Master cylinder.
So
Master cylinder.
So we may be another one of those issues where we don't have a video in one day, because I don't know if we can rebuild these wheel cylinders. The old man wants to try. So we don't know if the wheel cylinders are stuck. Probably are. So it looks like we're going to be potentially rebuilding wheel cylinders, even without the cups, even without all of that. We didn't get any of that either. All we got is a master cylinder, and all we got, so we're going to do it old man style. He wants to pop the hood. Oh yeah, there's that carburetor. Is that the one I put on? It is.
Yeah, we took it off the Mustang.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's the Mustang's carburetor.
Got a 6.6 Mustang on it, carburetor on it.
So here's the master cylinder. So we need to pray. I mean, really pray. We're gonna go lube this up. We're gonna go on and lube up the master cylinder. We'll pull off the brake switch on the outside. We don't really know what all comes on it. We don't have a clue here. Let's get in a little bit closer. We'll pull this old, that don't go with it, of course. We don't even know. I don't even know how it hooks up on the inside. Probably all of this comes off with it. None of that's on the original, the new one you got.
I really don't know.
You even have the new one?
Yeah, I got it down there in Mama's trunk.
So you ain't got the new one?
I ain't got it with me.
So we're gonna go get it.
Right, it's got one brake line feeding everything, don't it?
Yeah, it's probably got a block at the bottom.
Didn't you say the brake lights was working? No.
Now, for those of you that's new to the channel, my name is David. I go by Rev here on YouTube, and yep, that old man is my daddy. I call him the old man. It is not a cut down. It's not mean. It's a term of endearment. We're like best friends, so our communication is maybe different than what you and your father or what you assume a father and son should have, but I promise you there's nothing but respect both ways. Let me tell you what we've done to this car already, and I really didn't. I'm getting an echo. I mean, it's echoing off the trees or something here. Maybe I'm talking a little loud. I'm a preacher. I do that. We put new spark plugs. We put new spark plug wires. Looks like we have a new coil and a new starter. So let's get in here. Of course, new spark plugs, new spark plug wires, new starter. We have a new solenoid. We have a coil. But if you remember, and I do remember, we were never getting fire to the coil from the ignition switch. So I do remember we were having issue because I was running a hot wire, I was running this hot wire from the battery. And one of the major issues that we had is when we were going down the road, we had no brakes and we could not cut the car off. So because we couldn't cut the car off, it made it difficult going in certain places because your clutch was your only brake. We want to remedy that by one, providing brakes, and two, we want the ignition switch to work the way it should. So it'd be awesome if we could remedy the ignition switch. It's all unplugged, wires are just hanging everywhere. We'll see if we can at least figure that out. I mean, it only needs like 78 other things, but outside of that, we're going to hopefully get her going, get her slinging up mud. We're getting ready to have some fun. All right, y'all, anytime you are working on nuts and bolts, especially brake lines on a 1959 Edsel, it is really good for you to take any penetrating catalyst, penetrating oil, and oil up those spots like a week, and then 3 days, and then the day before. I mean, just keep it lubed up as much as possible. But we didn't do that. So we're going to come in here now and just hit it with a little bit of lube there. A little bit of lube in here because we don't know how all this is going to come off. I guess we could hit back here. Them bolts really don't matter. We're going to hem haul and just yank those out. Don't know if the brake pedal, how the brake pedal is hooked up. But just kind of get that good and lubed. And we don't even know, we may need to take that top off. We might just be low in fluid. All right, here is our new master cylinder. So the old man says he's gonna give me that big wrench. I appreciate it. Said what I owe you for it. He said I paid $2 for it at a yard sale. That's where we get our tools, ain't it, old man? Yeah. We get them. We let y'all pay. Y'all pay full price. We pay $2 at yard sales. We are frugal, or smart. I don't know which one you want to talk about. But here is the new master cylinder. Of course, we like it. It's got the plastic instead of the metal. Why is the metal not good?
They rust on that.
Old man couldn't even use his 300 millimeter.
It looked like that thing's already rounded up there.
It is probably. You gonna get a socket?
I'm gonna get a socket or a pair of vice grips one.
So it looks like on the inside it just has a dial that runs from the brake, so we don't have to worry about the. Oh, excuse me. We don't have to worry about the brake pedal from the inside. Daddy, they ain't the right size. Holes are in different spots. So we may be, we hope when we pull this out, we're either going to use the bottom bolts or the top bolts because it don't work. It ain't right.
What do you get for not double checking, huh?
Double checking.
Triple checking.
Yep. Well, gotta do what we gotta do. Whew, really don't look bad. I'm looking down in there, y'all.
Waste a little brake fluid.
Looks like it. We ain't never done that before. That's why you need to give it a yeehaw. think our master cylinder's bad. I don't know why we assume that, old man. We're gonna have to pour that brake fluid back in the bowl.
We'll put the cap on it, take it off, and then we'll pour it out. Pour it in new.
Oh man, you know how you know where the fish keep their money? In the riverbank.
In the riverbank?
Yeah, you know where the snowmen keep their money? In the snowbank, that's right. You know where we keep our money?
In the...
No, we ain't got none. It don't go in the bank at all. All right, y'all, impacts work really well because they go do-do-do-do-do. So it's like little hammer taps. So of course, I put mine on and tap it with a hammer, and it loosens up and it's not twisted. Of course, so that little bit of lube that I did worked well. And of course, this is going into a brass fitting, so that's good too. When it doesn't go into a metal fitting, metal to metal, of course, rusts. With the brass here, doesn't rust as bad. That's good. Probably not going to be getting any juice out of this. So after we do this, I guess we could just start disassembling everything the way that it is. Just start at the end here and go in, because we can't do that in fear that this line would turn, and as the line would turn, that it would actually bend that. We didn't want to do that. So take our brake lights off. Oh, there it goes. Oh yeah, oh yeah, y'all, this thing is wanting to be fixed. I mean, it's just coming off the way it's supposed to, which that's why they did it at 59 Edsels. Must be that. Oh yeah. Sometimes you just gotta beat it on.
Gotta knock the rust off of it.
Yeah. That old 59 Edsel got some rust on it. Look at this piece, y'all. It's kind of neat. Wonder if Mr. Edsel Ford is the one that made that or not. But it's just actually got a long, see, it's got a long piece with a hole in it, and it actually goes through. Whoop, can't lose my. And then it crushes it out there. So it's got a brake line here, and then that. So we'll wash all this with the brake fluid. Get it all cleaned up, but that's everything there. No, the new one is not going to bolt on the way that it should.
But hopefully we can get the two bottom ones. The two bottoms where the pressure is. Hopefully if we can get these two,
if we can get the
we
two,
should be okay.
And that is only if the holes are the same distance, not only up and down, but side by side. If they're not that way, then we are going to have to try to rebuild it with this stuff. Which I can do, I believe, but it'll be harder. If we're rebuilding brake cylinders, we might as well rebuild master cylinders.
Well, folks, he's getting the master cylinder off.
All right, y'all.
You want it on that side?
No, we're fine. You gotta get through. We're gonna put the cap on because I don't want the old man losing his fluid.
Yeah, that stuff's done got expensive.
Just like everything else. We were eating biscuits this morning. We were talking about how expensive Mama's crackers have gotten. Everything's got expensive, ain't it, old man?
Yep.
Whew. Old Moose likes Grammy's crackers, so that's why we were talking about that, because she was feeding them to Moose. Did y'all hear there were two older ladies talking about Christmas and buying Christmas for their grandkids. One old lady said, she said, well, you know, I always, write a check, real generous check to all my grandkids. Said, but it don't matter. They still don't come see me. And the other old lady next to her said, well, you know what? I do the same thing. I write a real generous check to my grandkids, and said, it's almost within a week they come and see me. And the other old lady said, well, how in the world you do that? She said, well, I don't sign the check. That's a good tip right there. Yeah. Some of y'all, you want the grandkids to come see you, write them a check, but don't sign it. They'll come. They'll be wanting that signature on that check. Well, old man.
You want me to hold them?
I can't get these out. I don't know if they're rusted or what. I don't know why they'd be rusted.
I don't either.
Right at the end.
They're long enough, ain't they? Inch and a half and go into half-inch piece of
Hold that up there for sure. All right, well.
on the brake pedal.
All right.
Ooh,
So-
the boot's still good.
Boot's still holding, ain't it?
Yeah, we can reuse that thing.
All right, old man, you grab the other one, put it up next to it, and let's see. We got a new boot. What you talking about? Put the bottom.
About a half-inch higher.
But you know what? We could.
Let's see what these are.
Ain't about right.
They look right.
You wanna? Well, hold on, y'all. We're what we may need to do.
Just measure them.
No, we may need to drill holes. We can drill holes in the top.
No, you can't, because them bolts are welded in on the inside.
You're not understanding. I'm talking about drilling holes in this.
Yeah, drill holes in that.
Yeah, we got if we can, you see here, this is if we can measure that and drill these holes here a little bit down from that, about halfway, I bet it'd line up perfect. All right, y'all, we did a test fit on the bottom bolts, and the bottom bolts work. So we're just gonna measure from the bottom hole to the top of the hole, and then come back for our center punch and drill some holes for the bottom. Drill, you know, these holes that'll be down below this. I don't think it's gonna hurt anything. It may work with just these 2 bolts, but it's supposed to have 4. So we're gonna put 4 in it, and we'll call it good. Oh, the old man's got his caliper out, and he's measuring.
I'm just eyeballing it.
Well, I would go
Center to center.
I'd go edge to edge, and that'd be center to center.
I know. Well, then you got to find the center.
All right, see what I'm trying to do now is go to the center of this hole, and then I'm just trying to make a mark here. So somewhere in that mark, and then somewhere in this mark. I made one there too. So the old man, hey, hold on, old man. Let me see this. Y'all, this here is called a punch.
You got to laugh about me.
It ain't a punch, so the old man's gonna use it as a punch. I sent him to find a punch, and he brought back a drill.
He didn't want me to go all the way to the shop. I didn't need.
Hold on. Old man,
already out of breath.
you know what my favorite day to cook is?
Sunday.
Here's a punch line. You wanna know what it is? Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, we like things fried. Hey, old man, you know what you call a fellow with no arms and no legs, and he's just playing around in a whole pile of leaves? Call him Russell.
Russell.
He's rustling in the leaves. You get it, old man? Come on.
guess.
All right, he's gonna use the center punch.
See, I'm turning it as I go.
Turning it as it go, and we got a somewhat punch. Make it work, old man. And then I'm gonna get the drill over here, and
We're gonna drill a pilot hole in it first.
that's fine. Goodness, what did you do?
He walked on me, didn't he?
Hold on, move back. I want him to see your
right
center
there.
punch. Look at that center
He
punch.
walked on me.
Oh. Look at that.
I'm always laughing at the old man.
Oh man, you tell better jokes than I do. Where's that center? Look at that center punch,
Center's
y'all.
way over there.
Center.
Give me the drill.
You should see that joker. Hey, I got some smaller ones. You don't want to use a small one?
No, I'll break them.
Well, that's why I was gonna do it, but you won't do it. Old man's a machinist. He worked at Sniper Power for many years, so I'm gonna let him. You want some oil? Oil?
I'm gonna try to center punch it a little better.
Oh, you gonna?
That's good.
That's your hand now.
Measure it. Quit your
Ooh, yo, we're gonna have a bolt like this, and we're gonna have a hole like this. You got some washers? We're gonna need some washers, y'all. Hey, this good, old man.
That's good enough.
Hey,
We're
it
gonna
worked
drill
for
the hole.
59 Edsel on
Yeah,
it.
we're gonna drill the hole a little bigger anyway.
Is that what you want to do?
You wanna drill it with this? Fine with me.
You gonna drill it with that?
Yeah. Give me some oil. Where's the oil?
All right, we're
Got
gonna use
brake fluid?
brake fluid as some oil.
Oh, guys.
Oh, hey, I want to use some penetrating oil. It'll cool it off.
A little bit.
Woo, went straight on through there. All right, y'all, so we're gonna make our holes a little bit bigger. We're gonna keep stepping it up as we go along, and after we get it done, the old man just took a leaf and just knocked all the shavings off. So that's the way we do it around here at RevStoration. All right, y'all, there's our first hole. This one looks about center. This one looked like the old man took the walking journey. He walked this one over a little bit, but it'll be fine.
Look how much bigger the hole is. So if
on
we drill,
this one.
Yeah, so this is the boat. So if we can be off a 1/4 inch and still make it.
So you good, right?
You gonna put it on with this boat? This
you wanna do that one next? Or you wanna step it up a little bit less?
No, this is good.
But you're wanting to go to that size is what I'm asking you. You want to go to a smaller size, or you want to go on and cut it with that?
We'll see if it'll work. Didn't take long to get through there, did it?
All right, everybody, there's their holes, and of course they go through all of them. This one's a little wallered, but I think we got it far enough out that it'll work. So we're gonna go just put it up and see if it'll work, and then we'll take it off and bleed it. But the old man said now he's gonna drill 2 holes in the body of the cab and make sure so we can get it held
6 boats in.
Yeah, we're not doing that, by the way. All right, y'all. Tell them, old man.
All right, guys, we got all 4 in it. Didn't have to do no more drilling, so we fixing to retake it back off and bench bleed it. And hopefully from there we'll have some brakes once we take tires off and check all them out.
So tell them what you really wanting to tell them. You did what?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You did it right.
Oh yeah, of course I did it right.
Of course he did it right.
I'm a machinist.
He was a machinist. He got that thing done right. All right.
If it don't work, make the hole a little bit bigger, make it line up.
Yeah, that's right. That's why we did it.
That's how we do it at Snapple.
All right, y'all, we're gonna bench bleed this. Some people say don't bench bleed it, just put it on the car. I found that I have better control bench bleeding it, holding it in my hand, you know, pulling it against my belly. I want to make sure I get all the air out. Sometimes when you're doing it, depressing it with your feet, you're really not able to do the little strokes, big strokes, long strokes. I want to make sure I get it done correctly. So that's why I choose to bench bleed it. And if you don't want to bench bleed it, don't bench bleed it. It's fine with me, it's your car. But that's why I do it the way I do it, and it has worked really, really well so far. We were kidding around about putting the old fluid out. This one, especially with all those shavings. So
we never was intended on that.
Yeah, we wasn't gonna do that. We were just joking. Sometimes we say stuff, we're joking, and we anticipate that everybody else knows that we're joking, and some of y'all make comments and say, why in the world would you ever think of doing that? And we're just joking, but maybe y'all can't tell. We joke a lot because we like each other. And we like y'all too, so we appreciate y'all. We thank them for watching, don't we, old man?
Yeah, we love them watching.
Yep, appreciate y'all. All right, she is belly slash bench bled. Got all the air out of it. Of course, we're going to jam this in, bolt it on. After we get it jammed in and bolted on, we'll clean off the other parts that go on there as best we can. And then we'll start seeing if it'll build up brake pressure. What you think, old man?
Hope so.
Hope so too.
Folks, he's putting the 4 bolts in it.
All right, y'all, they're all in. It's all bled. We got the boot on the back. And old man's machining was impeccably perfect. And we ain't gonna say nothing about O'Reilly's. Was it O'Reilly's you bought it?
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to have been for 59, but of course it ain't O'Reilly's fault if the place sent them the wrong stuff or whatever. I don't know.
Yep. Probably hadn't sold too many of these lately. What you reckon, old man? How long's it been since they sold one of these?
Never telling.
Been a little while, hasn't it?
Yeah, they had to get it out of another state. It took me 3 days to get this one.
Thank goodness they had it though.
Yep.
You'd have went to AutoZone, they'd have laughed at you. How y'all do it? Old man hit the brakes. Building any pressure?
Yeah. I mean, it feels better than it did than nothing.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, I got a better pressure now.
Yeah, you dropping fluid too. Go.
Out where?
Out. Yeah, obviously it's going in the brake line.
Oh, I thought you said it was dropping fluid somewhere.
It is dropping. It's dropping fluid in the master cylinder.
Oh, okay.
Which it should be.
Yes. I just hope we ain't got a brake line.
Oh, you go.
I gotta start bleeding now that I got a half a pedal. I got more than a half a pedal.
Well, keep going. You might have brakes. Surprise! We don't have brakes yet. We got a master cylinder. We know we're supposed to bleed the back passenger first, back driver second, passenger side front third, and the one closest to the master cylinder last. But we already got this wheel jacked up, so we're gonna see if we can get it to build pressure. Probably won't, but we're gonna do this one first since we're here. Then we'll go back to the back and we're gonna bleed brakes. Y'all don't need to see us bleed brakes. It's fun, I promise you, it's fun. Our communication skills are perfect. All right, y'all, we tried to pull a fast one. And what we did is we bled both back tires and we said, hey, we're getting fluid, that's good. That is a good thing. We're getting fluid all the way to the back tires and we're getting it to bleed. But what is not good is we don't have any brakes. So the wheel cylinders themselves are letting fluid in, but the wheel cylinders are not pushing, not engaging the brakes. The wheel cylinders are froze. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna, what we said we were gonna do, right? We're gonna take the wheels off, take the brakes off, take the line off, get the wheel cylinder out and try to rebuild the wheel cylinders and hope they don't leak when we put them back on. For old Ford brakes, look at that. I mean, y'all can say what you want to. I mean, they look like they'd been turned, look like they'd been replaced right before the car set up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the top off, we're going to flay the brakes open, and then we're going to try to rebuild the wheel cylinder on the car because we don't want to break the brake lines off the back. So we may just disassemble the brakes altogether. Maybe easier doing it that way.
Probably be easier to get to.
The old man is moving yet. Oh man, we should have got wheel cylinders. Don't hit the, don't.
Should have got wheel cylinders, boy. Told you.
I told you we should have got wheel cylinders. Yo, these wheel cylinders are like, they like Chevrolets. You know, they're like a rock. All right, y'all, we got a froze up adjuster. We have basically cleaned our wheel cylinders. What we do is we took it out, we beat it all the way through. We tried to see if we could buy rebuild cups for the rubbers. We're gonna hope, probably not, but we're gonna hope they hold fluid. We'll see. And, but we're gonna fix this. After we get this fixed, we'll put them back together. We'll see if it leaks fluid. Probably will, but we're gonna see. Yo, this is about 3 weeks in a row that we have just hauled around. And I mean, I don't know why we ever thought these wheel cylinders would have been fine. But we got wheel cylinders all the way around coming in the morning. And so we'll have to wait and get that. So we're changing the agenda. Now I think we're going to see if we can get the ignition to work the way it's supposed to, get fire actually running to the coal with the ignition switch. And from that point, we will be able to move forward and cut it off, do what we got to do. So figured out our issue with the ignition was not the ignition switch, but somebody may have mentioned we have a resistor here. The resistor is bad. So we've actually jumped the resistor, so it's getting a full 12 volts to the coil. We know the coil's bad, so we're removing the old coil, putting the new one on, and then we're gonna see if we can get our runnability where we need it, and then we'll be able to do brakes tomorrow, and hopefully we'll get her back on the road again. Just can't wait to get back on the road again.
That should be on.
All right, crank it. All right, it's working, y'all. Watch. Ignition on.
Ignition on.
Crank it. All right, points are blinking. The ignition system is right. So now we can get fuel to it. If we get fuel to the carburetor, should be able to crank and cut off like it originally was supposed to.
So we just need to get us a resistor.
Yep,
Replace
so
our jumper wire.
we need a resistor to replace that little wire.
What we're jumping now.
So we transitioned. We went from working on brakes to working on the car. So we realized our ignition issue is the resistor. So we need to get us a resistor. We now have our auxiliary fuel pump, our electrical fuel pump hooked up with our snapper lawnmower tank. And so we've got it pumping. I believe it's pumped up. All right, old man, hit it and see if she'll crank. Doing what it did the last time. Go. She's sparking and arcing. She's doing what's supposed to do there. Give it gas. Go. There we go. 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 Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. What primal gas yet? It's all running good, old man. Maybe it advanced a little bit too much. Did we do anything with the timing? Do a little bit with the timing. Running good. We did do something with the timing. Yeah, you can cut it off. See if she'll crank up now. So you can cut it off from the inside. Cranks right up. No issue. Maybe the timing. What'd you do there? Oh, well, it's still pumping gas. Go. Go. Knows how to rev an engine, don't he? Just a little bit of timing. All right, y'all, we're gonna play around with the timing a little bit. I think the engine is, I think she's ready to rumble. What you think, old man?
It's rumbling now.
Old man's ready to squall tires. He look at him. He's looking at that back tire, saying, "Let's put that back tire on. I'll squall tires
with
today."
No brakes before.
Yeah, you can cut it off now. You got better brakes.
Yeah, I got automatic. You put the thing in
first cut the ignition off and go.
Drop the clutch and it'll stop.
Undo your fuel tank. And back in advance. What? Was
automatic choke.
Listen to that thing, y'all. No, it wasn't automatic choke. It just, he wasn't pulling it back far enough. Listen to that thing. That Edsel runs like it wants to run, y'all. I reckon putting water in it probably a good thing now, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we gotta put the water in.
All right, go cut her off. Hey, hit it one more time. We want to get that engine good and tight. We need to get an idle spring or return spring on the carburetor.
Okay.
Y'all, it's 1:24, so I'm gonna go take Moose out, get all our stuff up. For day one, I think we got the engine running good. I think everything we need for the engine wise, I think it'll run. So when we get brakes on it and get her to stop, hopefully it'll rain tonight so we can really get in the mud, because I was wanting to play in the mud with a 59 Edsel. But we'll see y'all tomorrow. Day two. I'm here in Pudding. O'Reilly is supposed to have 3 of my brake parts this morning at 7:30. They wasn't here at 7:30, so they told me they'd be here by 12:30. 12:50. They ain't here yet. Hopefully we'll get them. Need brakes. Had a parts house snafu. One wheel cylinder that they had been waited on, they said they never ordered, and I said, well, I was told we had it in stock, and or that they had it, and doggone if it wasn't on the shelf the whole time. So we've got all 4 wheel cylinders. Now we got to put it on and have enough daylight so we can squall tires. So it's 2 o'clock, gets dark in about 3 hours. The race is on. Y'all, finally made it back to the Edsel. O'Reilly's finally got me my parts. I told y'all the race was on in the last clip, and all of my GoPro gear ended up in the flowboard because there was a Chevrolet that got so scared with Pudding pulling up so fast behind it, it brake checked me. And I tell you what, I had to lock them down. It was partly my fault, partly theirs. I guess they were scared and thinking I couldn't stop, so they were like, it was crazy, y'all. They just scared that Chevrolet all to death. But somehow all these brake parts have done come off. I don't know.
They ain't come off.
I don't know what's happened, old man.
I took them loose before you can get to them.
Old man has got started. Y'all, I want to let y'all know we work all right together. Old man knows what he's doing. He's gone around getting stuff done. He works on the stuff that you can just put the pedal to the metal on, and he leaves me for the little finessing stuff. Y'all know, like getting brake lines off. Old man had done spun them off. But first brake lines off, getting ready to pull the first wheel cylinder off. Brakes look good enough, and old man, he's working with a hammer and a screwdriver. That's his tool, and I'm working with line wrenches and torches. So we're gonna make it happen, y'all. Keep watching. All right, y'all, good thing. Here is one of them. Of course, here's the new one. Now, don't blink, blink, blink. Here's the old one. I don't know why we thought those were going to, we were going to be able to rebuild those. Old man? Hey, that ain't gonna work. Trying to stay ahead of the old man. He's already got the brakes on there after I did the wheel cylinder and caused a leaky brake line. I got it, got the wheel cylinder on there. Old man's catching me. But I got to get the rubber line off of this one on the front. Of course, I fought as much as I could to get the clip and everything out of there. That's about, I don't know, 50 years of dirt and grime. But of course, it's one of these doohickeys here that I've got to do to get the wheel cylinder off. So you have to bend this fly up here. It's got a clamp that comes down. I'm not 100% positive. I don't think there's one at the bottom. There's 2 around the side. So what I've got to do is get this on here, get the brake separated enough to get it on, and roll this off, and that's what holds the wheel cylinder on. So this is fun, y'all. I promise you, this is the part that makes me want to work on 59 Edsels all the time. And if you can tell that I'm not telling the truth. All right, y'all, I thought the old man caught me, but he was laughing at the exhaust back there. What happened to the exhaust?
They got a piece of metal wrapped around both pieces, and tied it up with a coat hanger around it.
Hey, I got Pudding's exhaust right now. It ain't a Coke can, it's a Mountain Dew can. No, but this piece of metal wrapped around it, and I've got 2 hose clamps on it, and it works good. So that's probably what they did, old man.
I don't know, but
that was their intention, but it didn't.
It's loose as a goose.
So that's where the exhaust leak is. We found that. Think we got a broken brake line leaking in the back. Should have known that. Should have got some metal line, but we didn't. So I'm gonna put some clothes hangers on it too, hopefully. Y'all, the old man's got to get the brakes put back on the last one. So we've got new wheel cylinders all the way around. The old brake hardware and the brake shoes themselves are in really good condition. So they made stuff to last back then. And even the drums are in, I mean, good condition. But the worst problem that I had was getting the old lines back into the wheel cylinders. The metal lines, you know how, I mean, in one, I just had to put a little bit of pressure on, and I think we got a leak. Hope that don't hold us up, make us go to day 3. When the old man gets this done, we're gonna bleed them, and hopefully we'll be able to get some brakes, and we're gonna crank it up. We're gonna go find a mud puddle. Old man, did you hear what's a little bit smaller than blue?
A little smaller than blue, huh?
Light blue.
Light blue.
Did you hear about the fight that happened in the seafood restaurant the other day? It was a blind fella. He went to pay, and he said he wasn't gonna pay. And they asked him why, and he said it didn't help. Seafood, blind man. Didn't help him see. Just as tight, old man. Oh yeah. That don't seem like it's going, old man. Oh, I'm gonna help him, y'all. All right, y'all, we're getting ready to bleed them. Gonna start with the one farthest away, and of course the car's blocked up, so I'm not worried. Y'all, hopefully they're all tight. Go pump it, old man. I've got a real bad fear of elevators, y'all, but it's okay. I've been taking steps to avoid it.
Sure you got no pedal?
All right, hold it.
Hold that, and it's on the floor.
Oh, well, it's on the floor because we got a leaky line.
Is it coming out?
It's coming out. Oh, God. Y'all, that line is bad. All right, y'all, we went and looked for another brake line. I don't know if y'all have ever had to do this. Maybe if you're stuck on the side of the road, it's something to try. We're gonna have a 3-wheel stopper, not a 4-wheel stopper. I'm gonna get you in here. If you look at that line there, it was leaking, and instead of folding it over, I just took my hammer and just beat it flat, and it is holding pressure. And we got brakes on the all other 3. So that's just gonna help us spin tires better. Right, old man?
One wheel anyway.
Yeah. Old man's putting straight antifreeze in there. He wants this thing to stay cool when he gets to squalling tires here in just a minute. Is it coming up?
No. It's gonna probably be more than 2 gallons. I mean, a gallon and a half's all I had with me.
I'm gonna top off his brake juice here. We got brakes. We got 3 out of 4 brakes. I mean, 75 is a C around Georgia, y'all. I mean, we'll take a 75 for a 59. That's. What about you, old man? You good with that? It's gurgling.
I hope it's going in the block, not the piston block.
The old man said he hope it ain't going into the crankcase. This is how we have to fill the tank up. Oh. You can pour that on my hand, it'll wash that dirt off.
Keep standing there, I feel you out.
Yo, it looks like this radiator is actually holding fluid, don't it? It ain't going down.
It went down. I don't see no witness coming out yet, but how much you
Fill
got
that
in there?
thing up. Go, fill it up. If we're gonna have a fireball, we want a big fireball, not a little one.
You hush your mouth.
Old man don't want to burn down his Edsel. Ain't about 3 of them left. Will she crank from the first time since yesterday? Hit it, old man. Make sure she ain't in gear. Hit it. Go. That thing ready to run, old man. Up a little high, but the old man is in it. She ain't bad when you got her in gear. Now remember, you old boy. Uh-oh. Brakes work, don't they?
Fighting a little bit.
Oh, well, that's good. Probably getting the rust off the side of them. Horn don't, oh, they gonna pull.
No, the horn don't blow. I guess that's a button for the horn.
I hear something. What's that? Something hitting up front?
I hope not. You want to stop and turn it off?
Yeah, get down the bottom of the hill, I will. Go.
All the way down yonder?
All the way to the bottom of the hill. You didn't want mama to see it, did you?
No.
I don't know what that noise is. Oh, oh man, that old carburetor. Yeah, you gonna try to hit it again? There you go. Oh. Hold on. Let's go find a mud hole. We got one at the end of the road.
That clutch is right on the top, buddy.
Don't take no sharp rights, because I'd be taking a sharp right. No, if you take a left, I'd be taking a right. Go this way, go up, go down to the end of the road.
Keep going that way.
I got mud hole down there. Look at there, y'all. Got the old light on. Still works. Look at there. Can't find it grounded, old man. Keep going, oh, there's a mud hole. I want you to hit the mud hole up there.
Where's mud hole? In the corner?
At the end of the road.
Oh, Lord. I'm trying to get my car.
That speedometer cable is annoying, y'all. Actually rides good, don't you?
Right good.
If we can figure out this door, and we can figure out that all right, I gotta check it down here. Ladies and gentlemen, the old man and his Edsel. working if you see it there. It's gone up.
Yep.
All right. Man, if we could get that throttle, you're not getting half the throttle.
I know it. Remember, the brakes grab tight. Going this fast, you might go in the ditch.
Man, this thing will go downhill now.
You better slow down.
Oh, it's pulling to the,
I told you it was
pulling to the left.
especially if you beat somebody. That's all we want to do is beat somebody.
You ain't got to push the gas pedal.
He's having fun, folks.
That's an annoying sound.
I'm telling you. Alright, and you might meet somebody.
Hey y'all, the old man is really concerned. He don't want.
Cadillac burnt.
If this car hit if this car actually hit something, it would tear whatever that something was up. There ain't no doubt. But I mean, it's not a bad running car.
Right, good. We get all the noise out of it.
We can get the clutch. We can adjust the clutch down some. There's a lot of things we can do to it to tune it up. Gonna go see what Mama thinks. It's cooling down some now that we rolling. Oh, knocked the wheel bearing out.
Uh-oh, hope we ain't out of gas.
Generator and oil like this came on. We may be out of gas, y'all.
Try to make it up the hill, at least on the other road.
Oh boy.
Oh, is it?
Hold on.
I'm holding this door. This door goes, I'm going.
Hey, we're getting good gas mileage.
Right now we are.
Make me out of gas.
Yeah, it's out of gas, or one of the wires come off. Got to put it in gear.
Brakes are leaking.
Oh,
Your brakes are leaking down too. Oh, that's our problem.
fuel pump come loose.
Let's see.
Where'd all that? Oh, running through that mud hole. Yep.
Go try to crank it.
Oh,
See, it's your crank, old man.
let me see if Mama's okay. Hello. We're driving the Edsel up here at the top of the hill. Get it running, we'll come down there. Come out on the deck. Bye. Bye.
Crank it. Getting good oil at the top. It's coming out the valve cover. We bleeding by. Hurry up and crank it. Just flooding a little bit. Let's go.
Running hot.
Huh?
Running hot, of course.
Well, it cools off when you get to running it, though. Oh, boy.
You can't go down through here in gear. Top that motor rev.
Push your brakes.
Huh?
Make sure your brakes, because they ain't holding.
Yeah, they're all right.
We probably leaking by somewhere. Not holding good.
You must once or twice. I told Mom to come out here.
There she is. Cut it off. What you think, Mama?
We got the back seat, hop in.
No, another piece of junk.
What is another what?
Piece of junk.
Another piece of junk. Well, last the old Curry was a piece of crap, and this one's a piece of junk. But if we could, I truly believe if we could get the throttle right and make sure that it's cooling, because I think our fan is an issue. So we get that done, we'll be good to go.
With a key? How do you crank yours? Push button? This ain't a push button.
All right, old man, Mama didn't like this one either, so let's drive her and put it up.
Yeah, well.
That thing cranks up and goes, don't it? Ooh, she's running a little hot. We don't know if it's cause the fan's loose or what.
Water pump not pumping good or something.
Water pump not pumping. Could be a lot of things. Put it in gear. Old man done got it revved up. He gets nervous now. He gets nervous when the engine revs. She's a little hot, y'all. All right, I'm following you. Head out. Don't hit my truck. Go. You better not hit pudding.
That back is super loose.
Yeah, after the first drive, that's probably the reason she is getting hot, is cause the fan is slipping.
Not turning the
not turning
pump.
the fan to cool it, not turning the water pump.
Yeah.
Or turning the fan.
Yeah.
But ain't no doubt we oiling, y'all. We may not have ever tightened, we didn't, old man. We never tightened that up. We just set the valve cover on it. So of course, we're getting oil to the top.
Yeah, we are, ain't we?
So she's leaking a little bit there, but hey, that's good. I'd rather it leak there to let us know she's oiling. Somehow, since we cranked this up, we ain't getting hot, is it? But let the pressure
Swelled
out.
up too. We didn't have the breather open.
We actually blew here. We blew this top cap. This cap goes on here. There's vacuum inside of that, and we blew it. So we need to get something to cover that on that carburetor, or get another top for it. Oh man, it's fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If we and another issue, we need to take this rod back here, and we need to bend the rod up so we can get full throttle, and it'll come all the way off.
Or get the original carburetor where everything will work right on it.
Yep.
This is a Mustang.
Wow.
That come off of a Mustang right there.
But it works.
It works.
But y'all, we had a jam up good time. We had fun. We didn't know if we were going to be able to get the brakes done. We do need a brake line to finish the brakes. We've got all these little rundowns we need to do. I think the old man likes the Edsel. It is a good riding car. I mean, if I wasn't so afraid of falling out the door with the door opening, I would have really enjoyed that ride. What about you, old man?
It was fun. Regardless.
We can adjust the clutch and get the clutch where it meets a little bit lower. If we get full throttle on the carburetor, this thing would lay a line like all the rest of them.
Front end, folks. How can somebody say this was an ugly car?
Old man loves the front end of the
How in the
59
world can
Edsel.
somebody say that was an ugly car?
Y'all.
9 million folks that didn't buy one. That's who.
Well, y'all, we thank y'all so very much for watching. Without any further ado, hopefully me and the old man have earned your subscription. Man, we've just had a jam up fun time in all of these episodes, and we probably wouldn't be able to do it, and we wouldn't probably have as much enthusiasm and encouragement to do it without y'all watching our episodes. So we appreciate y'all. We thank you. We love you. And without any further ado, how do we close them, old man? We say deuces. May God bless.
Love y'all.
Hey, we want to thank y'all again for watching this video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you can do so by clicking this button down below, or you can watch a video that may be suited for you or a recent upload here down below. So once again, we thank you for watching. Deuces. May God bless.